Please love me. Please. Please love me. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. So for this video, I thought it would be appropriate if I opted for a no makeup kind of basic look because this video is all about confidence. Now, a lot of the time when I talk about confidence, a lot of people are like, oh, it's so easy for you to say that. You look like that. You're already really confident. Okay, Sophie. You know, it's not that easy for those of us who aren't pretty. Well, I would like to talk about today that you don't need to be pretty in order to be confident. The whole idea of pretty is just society's way of trying to make women feel like they're not good enough, whether your stomach's not flat enough, your boobs aren't big enough, your butt isn't big enough, you don't have big enough eyes, whatever the case may be. Society is always trying to make us women feel like we are not good enough as we are. What I would like to tell you is that you do not need to be pretty to be confident. Confidence comes within yourself. It comes from self-love, and it comes from just embracing who you are and not caring what other people think about you. If you let what other people think about you get to your head, it's going to make it really, really hard for you to truly love yourself. So that's the biggest first step in becoming confident without being pretty, is to not care what other people think about you. Because we are not responsible for the perceptions that other people may have on our actions. What someone says or what someone does says a lot more about them than it does about us. So if we're constantly letting these thoughts that other people may have about us get to our heads, we're never going to be able to love ourselves properly. We're never going to be able to truly, truly be confident if we're constantly worrying about what others may think. So I know that that's a lot easier said than done, and I know you're just probably thinking, but it's so hard to not care what other people think, especially if other people have mean things to say. But like I said before, what other people say, what other people do says so much more about them than it does about you. If someone's coming at you saying negative things about your appearance, take a look at them first, because they're probably super insecure and they're just trying to make themselves feel better. So it's not something that you should take personally. You should kind of think back and be just kind of be like, okay, this person's saying mean things about me. They're probably kind of insecure about themselves. They have their own issues going on. So I'm not going to let what they say about me influence what I think about me. Because what you think about yourself is so much more important than what others are going to think about you. And you're not going to be able to please everyone. You're not going to be able to make everyone happy, and not everyone's going to like you. But that's completely fine. That is more than normal, completely okay. You don't need to worry about making everyone like you or making everyone think that you're so cool or pretty or whatever it is. As long as you can accept yourself for who you are, you can get up every morning, look in the mirror and say, instead of picking out all the flaws that you don't like about yourself, think about the things that you do like about yourself. Think about, I don't know, maybe you really, really love your hair. It's finally growing long, or it's starting to look a lot healthier than it was. Or maybe your eye color, whether it's brown, green, blue, purple, whatever, it's just you find your eyes to be really, really pretty. Focus on whatever you find to be the best parts about yourself, and try to love those parts first, and then everything will follow, and you'll kind of start to love the things that you don't necessarily love about yourself right now. But you have to think about it like this. We were all made as we are for a reason. I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. So you need to try to embrace who you are already and kind of love yourself for who you are, because your biggest strength is the fact that no one else is like you. I used to get stuck in that trap of wishing I looked a certain way like someone else, or I wish I talked like someone else, I wish I had her hair, I wish I had big boobs like her, whatever. But you have to remember that we were made all so uniquely for a reason. We're not meant to be just like everyone else. Your biggest strength is the fact that you are you and no one else is you. You need to just really hone in on that and really just realize, okay, no one else is me. I am the only person who can say I am myself. I am so unique. I'm so different. All of my features are so unique to myself. No one else has this, and I'm going to own it. You need to own the fuck out of it. Seriously. Because that is your biggest strength, is that no one else is you. No one else has what you have. No one else is who you are. Sophie, do you mind, really? I'm trying to make a video. Such a bratty cat. Anyway, no one else is you, and that is your biggest strength. Oh my god. Sophie. Cats. No one else is you. That is your biggest strength. hone in on that, focus in on that, and really take it home with you, because that is the biggest key to confidence. I'm the first one to tell you that I have struggled with confidence issues my entire life. I mean, ever since middle school, high school, even the beginning of college, I never really liked myself. I was always caught myself comparing myself to other people, wishing that I looked a certain way, you know, doing my makeup every single day to try and make myself feel better, covering myself with cover up and all this different kind of makeup just to cover, you know, little imperfect flaws that we all actually have. I mean, sometimes I think it's funny that we try so hard to cover up our flaws, because we all also kind of realize that we all have flaws. Like, no one is perfect. Everyone gets a zit sometimes. Everyone, you know, gets overweight at some point in their life. Everyone always doesn't like something about themselves. And can you please? Thank you. No one is ever really and truly happy with themselves, if you come to think about it. And I mean, if you're going to compare, you know, your social media to other people's social media, you just have to remember that social media, especially Instagram, is just a collection of, like, your best moments. No one's going to showcase, you know, the big zit that they got the other day, or, you know, the fact that they gained 10 pounds over the winter. You're not going to see that kind of stuff on social media because no one wants to talk about it. But that doesn't mean, just because you don't see it, that doesn't mean it isn't there. No one is perfect. Everyone has their own flaws. And if you can learn to embrace your flaws and just kind of embrace who you are naturally, you'll find confidence coming to you so much easier than trying to force it. It's one of those things that if you try to force it and you don't really believe in it, but you're trying really, really hard, you might not get it. But if you continually kind of talk yourself into it every day, focus on what you love about yourself already, and kind of and just hone in on the fact that you are unique, no one else is you, and that is your strength, it'll eventually come to you. But you really need to mentally want it and mentally believe in it. Because if you tell yourself something over and over again, but you really don't believe it, it's not going to happen. And that's going to lead to disappointment and frustration and, you know, possibly even more confidence issues. So you really need to kind of focus and be like, okay, I really want to be confident. I want this. I want to feel this way. I want to love myself thoroughly. And you just have to mentally tell that to yourself every single day, so that eventually what you think becomes your reality. So if you think positive thoughts, if you think loving things about yourself, if you compliment yourself every day, that's eventually going to translate into reality, into your physical life, and you will find the confidence that you've been longing for so long. I mean, I don't even need to know what any of you look like who are watching this video to know that you are beautiful. Sophie, please don't. Please. Why? I don't need to know what any of you look like watching this video right now to know that you are beautiful. Human beings are an art form. Our bodies are so unique and beautiful, so different to each human being. Our personalities vary so much. Our eye colors, our hair colors, body parts, skin tones, everything is so unique and so different. And I just find that human beings are they're art. Humans are art. And art is beautiful, which makes you beautiful. You may not have to believe me right now. You may think, Amanda, you're a load of shit. Like, come on, you're full of it. You're just saying this because, you know, it's easy for you to say, but you don't know how I feel. I know how you feel. I was there once, and I only really started to grasp the idea of what loving yourself really is and really means within the past year. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I mean, if you look yourself in the mirror right after watching this video and say, I am beautiful, and then tomorrow you wake up still not really all that confident, don't get down on yourself about that. Like everything, good things take time. Good things take patience and work. If you are so serious about overcoming your confidence issues and overcoming your self-esteem issues, you have to work at it every day. You have to get up in the morning, ignore those negative thoughts that you think about yourself, look at the things that you do love about yourself, and find new things to love about yourself every single day. Like for me, I kind of never really liked my skin or my face shape. I thought it was like kind of weird, and I thought my eyes were always way too big, but now I'm just starting to love the fact that I have big eyes and kind of appreciate the color that they are, because they kind of change colors all the time. I don't know, it's weird. But like, you just have to look at the little things about yourself and try to love them and embrace them, and eventually if you keep talking yourself into it and really, really believe it with your heart that it'll work and it'll happen, your thoughts will become your reality. And that goes for negative thoughts as well. If you constantly think about negative things and constantly say negative things about yourself to yourself in your head or whatever, that's going to become your reality. You can literally change your reality through your thoughts. And I know that's a crazy thing to think about, and I don't know, you might think I sound crazy for saying that, but it's true. What you think will eventually become your reality. So I thoroughly believe in you. You do not have to be society's idea of pretty in order to be confident. You can be confident no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, because you are beautiful, you are enough, and you don't need to look like that girl, that Instagram model. You don't need to look like that girl on Twitter. You don't need to look like that super cool girl that's in school. You need to look like you, and you need to embrace you and realize that who you are, your uniqueness, every flaw, every little thing that makes you different is also what makes you beautiful. And I really, really want you to believe that, and when you do believe that, the confidence will come. You'll start to not care what other people think. You'll start to kind of live your life for you. If you don't want to wear makeup one day, you're not going to wear makeup that day, and guess what? You're still going to feel just as beautiful with a full face of makeup on. If you want to wear sweats and a sweatshirt to school one day, you're going to own it. If you want to dress up for school one day, you're also going to own that too. Letting go of caring, letting go about what other people think about you. Just letting go of all of those things that hold you back right now, letting go of those negative thoughts and other people's thoughts and other people's opinions will bring you confidence and much more happiness. I can promise you that. I promise you. If you need any help, any more motivation with trying to be confident, please don't hesitate to send me an email. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I'll definitely reply to you, and I would be more than happy to talk to you about any of this. Follow me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter, whatever, wherever you can find me and message me, I will answer you. I promise. So thank you for watching. I hope that this video inspires you to try and become more confident, because like I said, you do not need to be society's idea of beautiful or pretty in order to be confident. All you need to be is yourself, embrace your uniqueness, and I promise you it'll come. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. You are such a brat.